Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to CJ Dachamp. This is Stinkmeaner, the personification of hatred. Hey, man, if you never watched Boondocks, you need to, man. It's a good ass show. Just don't watch that fourth season. Fourth season, you can skip over. Now, apparently, from what I've been seeing from some of the voice actors, Boondocks is still up in the air. It's not dead, it's just up in the air. They say they still recording. They saying that there's about a good chunk of episodes for a season. For a season or two that's been recorded. Minus, John Witherspoon. RIP to Pops, you know what I'm saying? RIP to John Witherspoon. Sadly, they couldn't get a lot of lines from him, but they did find a replacement for him. I think they said he only was able to do like 3 or 4 episodes before he passed. And they said after that, man, it's like, they said it's about like 9 or 10 good episodes that's been recorded with voices. But, animation, it takes time for animation to come into play. So with that being said, we may get another Boondocks in the near future. Hopefully not too long, but we might get it one day. I don't know if it's going to be on HBO Max. It might go somewhere else. Who knows? But anyways, though, we're just going to check this one out, though. We're going to check this out, though. This is Stinkmeaner, though. Stinkmeaner. Oh, goodness. Oh man, the first two episodes that revolved around Stinkmeaner were arguably some of the best. The third one was okay. The fourth one, okay, you kind of pushing it out there, but we're gonna check it out though. And I hope you read what the font says, and you can still see the font. This footage in this video was used for criticism, commentary, and education, and is protected by fair use law. So please, YouTube, do not block me for this. This is other fair use.
To dislike it intensely or passionately, to the point where you completely detest and despise them on a daily basis. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, there are just many haters in fiction just in general. For an example, Reverse Flash. I mean, yo, this man hates Barry so much, I don't even know if you call it hate at this point. It's like a severe case of meat munching or hemp eating. Then obviously, we got your Dios, your Friezos, your flat nose, no nostril, Voldemort, how does that smell? And yo, you even got your scars.
Fact.
Scar, please help me. What the fuck? Pull me up. Long live the king. Adios, motherfucker. But ladies and gentlemen,
the most fucked up death probably in the cartoon spectrum, probably one of the most fucked up deaths ever shown to the world, man. Oh man, fuck Scar.
Might be one of the most despicable, vile, disgusting, and ignorant human beings to ever grace God's green earth. The personification of hatred, Colonel H. Stinkmeaner.
Let's get into it though. Yeah.
Exhibit A. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to understand the philosophy of Stinkmeaner, and basically this entire video, ladies and gentlemen, I must explain to you the moment. An altercation caused by ignorance overwhelming the logic, otherwise rational thinking of a brother. Now watch closely as I personally give you a demonstration. Hey,
watch where you walking, nigga.
Hey,
what you say, nigga?
Now, as you can see, these is ready to pop a cap in each other's asses. So they start to get to blasting in this
these niggas shot
like they just cut
Niggas
off the
empty the
safe
clip
of the
and
new
miss.
home. And once they realized they just both wasted
Yeah,
each
man,
other's
let's put the
time,
guns
they
down
ended up
and let's
figuring
just go
out that
on
they
home.
just wasted their life away. Now, since we have more of an understanding of what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen, meet Colonel H. Stinkmeaner. Now, even back in his childhood, Stinkmeaner was always an old, hating, bitter ass. He didn't care for beautiful sceneries, sunsets, rainbows. He just disliked happiness in general. Man, that's some old
Bullshit.
At age 15, Stinkmeaner lost his eyesight to cancer. But the thing is, he didn't care. He was just glad that he ain't had to see no more.
Damn.
So doctors
LB though. Be like, shit, I don't care about losing my eyesight. Shit, I ain't gotta see you ugly. I ain't gotta. Hey man, that just mean I ain't gotta see the haters no more, man. I can't see the haters no more. All I see is what I want to see. Shit.
Only gave him 3 years left to live. So he decided for those 3 years, he would dedicate his life to spreading misery and hatred, all for just singing us. And the thing is, people don't even know how he lived to become an old man. All they just say is, bro, it's basically a Sith Lord. The hatred drove him to live every single day.
Damn.
Now later on, we see this beat up ass pickup truck driving like a Nissan Altima in Atlanta, not getting
Shit, Nissan Altima anywhere. Shit, is a Nissan Altimas are worse. The worst place for Nissan Altimas, Chicago. Hands down. Anybody in a Nissan Altima in Chicago, you pray to God before because you never know. Them the motherfuckers that will hit you in the back and run. Pause. They the type that will do a hit and run on your ass. So you gotta be very careful. Chicago is the worst, bro.
Given a care in the world, Jesus Christ is like truck who done possessed this man. Wait a minute. As I'm now thinking about it, who in the hell gave this old blonde nigga a driver's license?
Wait, when did he go blind? Did he go blind when he was like 17, 18, 20 years old? So if that's the case, then he had his driver's license before he went blind. Alright.
Whoever issued this, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, as we can see, this man is speeding through a parking lot going at least 50. He starts bagging into Granddad's car. And he's like, there better not be nobody in my parking space. This is handicapped. So this man gets out of his car and he's like, who in the hell parked in my space? That's like calling 1-800 collecting ass whooping. Partner. So Granddad says, yo, bro, are you blind? Yes, I am.
Do you not see the walking cane?
Nigga. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, Robert Freeman has been trapped in a dilemma. So Huey says, yo, you could have killed somebody. And this man Stinkmeaner like, well, I'll be doing them a favor. Getting ran over by me is as gracious as Jesus Christ coming down himself and giving you Holy Communion. Oh, Lord, look what you did to my car. Brother, you best have insurance. Nigga, you better have insurance.
Ass whipping insurance.
Because you about to pay
a deductible.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Granddad can either do two things right now. He can do A, walk away and let insurance handle it, or B, fight with an old crazy blind man. And let's just say this brother chose B. So Stinkmeaner just start pressing. He just starts spitting in his face. He's like, what you gonna do, huh?
Yes, bitch ass, bitch ass, nigga.
You gonna do something about it, bitch
ass, nigga.
And then Stinkmeaner ends up doing one of the most evil, demonic, and despicable things you can ever do to another man. Hold up! I smell new shoes! This man smelled over that's the white voices!
New shoes, new shoes.
Nah, bro, this is the most disrespectful thing you could ever do to a man, bro. Bro just bought these
new shoes
like 5 minutes ago. And nah, if you can play it back, look how he stepped on it. Bro pulled back his whole leg, had that hoe at a 90-degree angle, and went, yeah!
Damn, I never realized that till now.
That's how you know he ain't got no respect for you. And he's like, yeah, they ain't doing it more. Yeah. So then, this was the final straw that made Granddad take. So Granddad swing at him, but Granddad dodges it. And he's like, yeah!
Hit that nigga in his ACL.
Oh, Lord. And it was on his back knee. Jesus Christ, my brother, you just got your ass beat by an old man, man. So Huey had to stop him. He was like, nah, bro, it's over. So later on, after Granddad was just fully embarrassed, everybody just started making fun of him. Riley's like, could it be me getting my ass whooped by an old blonde girl? Then later that night, while Granddad cleaning his shoes, brother on the news, and he like,
it's just that a fight at Woodcrest Mall broke out today with an older black man and another black assailant.
And it wasn't just local news. CNN was reporting on it and international news. Brother got niggas in Mexico City calling him a piñata. So then the phone started ringing and guess who left a voicemail?
Hello, Robert. Pick up the phone. Now, I saw you get your ass beat by that old blind nigga on the news. And I know you must be feeling embarrassed right now. So you know what would cheer you up, Robert? Some KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Robert, hello? Don't you walk away from this ass machine.
So it got so bad to the point that later on, Granddad ended up going back to the mall, found Stinkmeaner, and challenged him to a fight. So Granddad started training thinking he Ali or something, because Huey was like, Granddad, you don't know what you're doing. This man is like a blind samurai or something. I had a dream about him the other night. He's like that. And then on the other side, you got Riley ignorant ass promoting this like we about to watch Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate or something. So now it's the night of the fight and it is packed. Riley out here overcharging for $10. So they start squaring up and Stinkmeaner like, yeah, you scared?
They got the NBA Street Volume 2 music playing in the background. Come on, man.
That's vintage. So he starts swinging and then Huey ends up realizing, oh my God. This ain't no trained blind samurai. He ain't got super hearing or nothing. He was just a blind old man that just got lucky. So he was like, wait, hold on, Granddad. But it was too late.
Finish him.
Granddad started whooping that ass. Boy gave him a what you got, tiger? And started kicking him like pouring rain. And then Granddad loaded up and knocked him out.
Fatality.
And he didn't just knock him out. Granddad killed him. All because he got trapped in a moment. So yeah, that was Exhibit A. It's time to move on to Exhibit B.
Oh yeah! Look at you popping all that good shit a second ago. Then you got kicked in your chest. You with a dick, nigga. You with a dick.
Little did we know, this was just the beginning. This man is in hell, training with the devil. Bert is washing demons, and even the devil said,
he's the best motherfucker I've ever seen.
This man got the devil to acknowledge that he is the baddest he's ever seen. That is the most legendary feat of all time. He even called the devil a bitch-ass nigga. So the devil's like,
Cuddle H. Stinkmeaner, I am now sending you back to spread ignorance and hatred in the black community.
hell ain't shit. I'm coming for you, Freeman. So meanwhile, we cut over to Tom, who is basically the equivalent of a brother that is out of touch with his people. But even Stinkmeaner knew that every brother's spirit is weakened during that moment. So this dude ends up cutting off Tom and taking his parking spot. So Tom's like, hey, come on, man, you
Nigga poop.
You can't do that, hey, come back here. I have my turn signal on and everything. But then the dude turned around and just
LeBron James looking at us, nigga.
You punk ass, pussy ass, weak ass, nigga. I'll beat your motherfuckers and titty ass. Don't ever your life ever holler at me, nigga. Now, as
What the fuck, the trunk on your bitch ass, nigga?
And this was the perfect time for Stinkmeaner to make his move.
You say, nigga? Eat his dick, nigga. I'm telling you this.
And he's like, oh yeah!
Look at you. You popped all that good shit a second ago. Then you got kicked in your chest. You eat a dick, nigga. You eat a dick.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Somebody call an ambulance. Hey, help! Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Tom has been possessed by Stinkmeaner. So this man Stinkmeaner got him acting up in the courtroom. Bert got up in there and said, yo, court, Then later on, Bro goes home to Tom's wife. And he's like, oh yeah, I want to beat up them booty cheeks. Oh, Tom, what has gotten into you? This ain't
how to get into you.
And he beats his wife's cheeks up. Oh my
This nigga said W Riz. The fuck out of here.
Taking over your body and using your body to beat up on your girl Doonies. Nah, bro, it's crazy. So then later on, Stinkmeaner pulls up to Robert's house. Now, I don't know what Robert looking up on the toilet, but the censor bar is going crazy.
Oh no, he's looking up a date.
Dog starts tearing the door down with an axe, and he's like, I'm Bianca. Like, yo, what in The Shining is going on right now? So Granddad started running down.
Oh yeah, he was butt naked. If you ever got the unedited, uncensored DVD version, they be showing ass, dick, pussies, and titties, all that shit. It be on the uncensored DVD version of this show. Yeah, they be showing all the nudity on there.
This man's whole package is hanging out. So Stinkmeaner saying, you don't remember me? You don't remember my name? What's my name, nigga? What's my name, Robert? What's my name? So then Huey finally says his name. He's like, ding, 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 that's right, nigga. So then all the Freemans get ready to jump him. So they get to scrapping. This man Stinkmeaner going crazy. Grab body Huey, smack Riley around, and
he whooping their ass.
Continuing to body the whole family. Look at this chop. Then he like, is that all y'all got? Yeah, look at his backhand to Huey. Oh my gracious. So they finally end up hitting him down, and Riley had to smack this man with like 3 faces to finally just knock him out. So later on, they got him restrained on this bed, and Robert is having this date. So in the middle of his date, Stinkmeaner wake up and he like,
Robert, I know you hear me, you bitch. I know you ain't take your taxes yet.
What is that? No.
I know you hear me, Robert. I know you didn't vote this year, you lousy nigga.
You weirdo! Wait, hold on, baby, that's just a TV! So they end up having to call the Catholic Church to exorcise this man. So there was only one man that could save the day.
Uncle Russell.
God bless you, Robert. I came as fast as I could. So let's go ahead and get down to business. Remember the evil spirit from the brother is as hard as getting rid of a hunk of shit. So we must use these holy weapons from God himself. A bunch of weapons that I will not say because they're...
If y'all want to know what they are, it's a bunch of shit they used to use back in the slavery and segregation days. A lot of the weapons that the slave masters and the KKK clan members used to use. That's why he got to put the demonetized symbol over them because, yeah.
Dear God, I will get demonetized. The brother will make excuses. If he get desperate,
slave whips.
Oh yes, you can hear it.
Goddamn nooses, all that shit.
So they get up in this room, and Ruckus pulls out the Bible and says, read.
That was the funniest part. That was the funniest part of this whole episode. That was the funniest part. Like it was crazy seeing them come back and possess Tom and see Tom whooping everybody's ass. But that was the funniest shit on television. Oh my god, man. They was hilarious for that shit. Put a book in front of that nigga face and told him to read.
Beat this man on the bed.
Nigga, they got police batons, all that shit.
To be honest with you, I know I'm not the most family friendly, but I ain't saying it. But then Huey ends up realizing this ain't doing nothing. So they kept on doing this for like several hours. And then they ended up figuring out that the only...
Oh yeah, they had fucking Ghostface in this shit. I remember they had Ghostface just randomly pull up and give this nigga the answers.
Spell his spirit was to create peace with him. And the only way to do that was for Ruckus to make him laugh about how much he hates brothers. And
not the flight laugh.
Ended up exorcising his spirit and sending him back down to hell. Exhibit C.
Alright, this the one right here. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was a good episode. But it was just like, alright, man, y'all bringing it out too far. But it was still a good episode. But I was like, alright, y'all kind of bringing the Stinkmeaner character down, man. If he not gonna come back as a zombie and like they could have did a zombie episode, to be honest with you, that would have worked. if they would have did something like a episode where his zombie comes out and they kind of like do like a they could have did it for like a Halloween episode. I'm surprised they never did like a Halloween episode. They done episodes on a lot of other holidays, but a Halloween episode is definitely needed for the Boondocks. They could have did a Halloween episode with Stinkmeaner coming out from the grave and possessing a lot of people as a zombie and shit like that. That would have been pretty fucking dope. They could have had a play on between The Walking Dead, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and damn, what was that movie? Tales from the Hood. Remember they went to the first tale. They went to the grave. The cops beat up that one guy, black guy, and then he haunted the black guy that didn't save him, and told him to bring all them cops that killed him to his grave so he could kill them all. They could have did something like that with Stinkmeaner, but instead they went with this instead. It was still funny, but it was like, okay, if you're not gonna bring them back, then at least like y'all could have did something better than this.
I now present to you Exhibit C.
This would have worked better in the 4th season than in the if you was gonna stretch it out, I would have did a zombie episode. I would have did a Halloween episode with Stinkmeaner, and then I would have did this as the finale, because then we get more backstory in the Stinkmeaner. We already know his origin, but give us some more backstory before he died. What was he doing then, besides pissing people off and creating all chaos and shit?
The Hateocracy. So even though that Stinkmeaner is now long dead and gone,
because honestly, this could have been the write-off for Stinkmeaner, because we don't need him back now. Like now with season 4, they kind of like ruined the character. They kind of like overused the character. So even if they do the zombie episode, which I think would still be dope, it'll still be them just overusing Stinkmeaner at this point.
He still had a crew that wanted to come back and get it back in blood. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Hateocracy.
Yeah, because this would have been a good send off, because this would have been a good send off because they could have came back and got it in blood. They could have came back and rolled for their homie.
Colonel H. Stinkmeaner, Lord Rufus Crabmicer, Lady Esmeralda Grunt Nasty, and Mr. George Pissofferson.
And if you don't know who these characters are based off of, other than Stinkmeaner, if you don't know who these characters are based off of, it's basically Red Fox or Fred Sanford, Esther, Auntie Esther, and this right here would be JJ from Good Times. This would be all of them at their older ages, though.
Now you see, they all met at a retirement home and they all hated each other. But the thing they had in common was that they hated everybody else even more. So they decided to cause complete chaos at the retirement home. Look at them stealing jello and crashing bingo parties. Bingo, nigga! Now what the f*** I win? Give me that shit! Eventually, it got to the point where they had to kick him out. But that didn't stop them because they roamed the earth for a decade causing chaos. Eventually, till they split up. But because of the death of Stinkmeaner, the Hateocracy reunited to get it back in blood. So meanwhile, we cut over to Ruckus working at this gas station, and this black car pulls up. So they come up to the door, and Ruckus is like, oh, hell no, what the hell y'all want? We looking for someone. Are you sure it's someone or something? Because you should be looking for the zoo. What y'all looking for, the Curious George exhibit? We looking for a man named Robert Freeman. Oh, hell no, y'all know Robert? Y'all best get to stepping before I send y'all ass the hell on. So you telling me you know Robert then? Good. Looks like I can find where he is if I beat your fat, googly one-eyed ass to death. Whoop his ass, Rufus. Breaking news, man at a gas station was jumped by 3 assailants in black. The victim, Mr. Uncle Ruckus, no relation, had this to say. Oh, Lord, that was 3 of them. Well, they must have escaped from the zoo or something, them damn wild animals. Police say the suspects are still at large. So yeah, man, Ruckus got jumped.
So later that day, George and Esmeralda pull up to Huey and Riley's school, and they like,
yes, we're the grandparents of the Freemans, and we're here for checkout.
yeah, that's right, we here for checkout, fool. So Huey ended up realizing obviously something ain't right. So they go outside, and there they are.
Well, we came a long way to kill y'all little motherfuckers.
And dog, look at this jump. Nah, G. If I see a pair of 75-year-olds moving like this, I already know I'm about to get my ass whooped.
Facts.
They start to get the scrapping and they is teeing off. Oh my god. And look at Esmeralda. Oh lord.
Damn.
Oh, and fun fact, she hit this man with the exact combo that Orochimaru hit Sasuke with. But she got that great nasty variant. So Huey and Riley just got absolutely bodied here. Riley got his red, bro. Hey, at least Huey put up a fight. But they ended up getting bailed out because it was time for recess. But meanwhile, while this was happening, Robert ends up going fishing, but he ends up running into Rufus. So he's like, "Come on, how you doing?"
Oh, nothing much. I'm just thinking about catching fish. I might catch one more today. Tell me, sir, do you know a man by Stinkmeaner? Oh, wait, you already should, because you killed him. Robert Freeman!
So bro starts swinging this. I don't even know what that is. So Robert started getting stepped.
Motherfucking death trap.
Wrapping him up in the thing, but Robert kicks the barrel of crabs in his face. Oh, Lord. So later on, he ended up hiring Bushido Brown to be a
You got to.
They obviously ended up pulling up to their house. So they start getting ready to jump this man Bushido Brown. But he started working him. Oh my god! Look how he beat old girl, get the wig off that bitch. Then he hit him with the Nah, bro, this man Bushido Brown was cold. But I say was because that nigga's life was past tense.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh my God. Sliced it clean off.
Censor a lot of stuff now on YouTube because you that new talk, so you don't want to make Mama Susan mad now, do you? So Granddad started apologizing.
Fuck Susan.
Like, okay, bro, listen,
Fuck that bitch.
I'm sorry I killed Stinkmeaner. I am sorry I had a nigga moment. But then they end up saying, man, we don't give a f about no Stinkmeaner.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, he was our nigga, but it don't matter. We just came to f shit up.
What?
No, bro. This whole time you thought, oh, they coming back to get it back in blood. No, they literally came and did all this, all for singles. Nah, bro, this is crazy. That's just hating to another level. So they about to kill him, but luckily the cops came and they just arrested him. And the Stinkmeaner saga finally came to an end. Psych! Exhibit D.
Come on, man. See, this is where they took it too far, man. Now they overused the character, bro. Like I said, that would have been a good send-off, but I would have had that come in season 4, and I would have did a Halloween zombie special with Stinkmeaner. Bring him back as a zombie. Have him. It could have been bro. It would have been dope, bro. It would have been a dope ass episode, bro, if they did it that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to uncharted territory. The territory where legends are made. Welcome to Exhibit D. I now present to you the clone. So you see, Stinkmeaner wasn't done messing with Robert because he had a clone. You see, Stinkmeaner answered the ad on blackpeoplemeet.com, and the government made a clone of him. So he gets his note from the original Stinkmeaner, and it says, "Dear clone me, go with that nigga Robert from OG Stink." So later on, Robert is at the mall and he sees the back of his car is rammed into again. And guess who did it? What's good, Robert? Guess what? I ran into your car and I didn't even want to park there. I just wanted to up your car and wait here to tell you about it. So Robert's like, oh, nah, bro, I ain't having this today. I'm just gonna have to kill you again then, huh? So they get to scrapping and this man's Stinkmeaner is moving. And he's like, oh yeah, the government gave me some augmentation. Look at that headbutt, judo throw, sidekick, boom.
Damn.
People recording Robert getting bodied, man. So you know this episode was made back then during the glory days of World Star. So the cops ended up coming and stopping this fight. But no, it wasn't over. Because later on, he get this call on Skype. Skype. Any of y'all remember Skype, man? Matter of fact, does anybody even still use Skype?
Hell no. They got FaceTime now. They got FaceTime. They got Zoom. They got Discord. Streamlabs. I think people still use Google Plus. If that's still what is it? Google Hangout. If that's still a thing, I don't know.
Stinkmeaner on the phone and he like,
What's good, Hugo? Just to let you know, we gonna have a rematch. And I done already told the whole world about it, so if you don't show, you a bitch. Toodaloo, Robert.
so they ended up having another altercation, but Robert called the cops and they ended up arresting Stinkmeaner. But then, this is where it just got crazy. So Ed Wunsler pulls up to Robert's house and he's like, hey, I heard about your altercation with Stinkmeaner, so I bailed him out. And now we're gonna have a whole fight because I like money. So they end up making this a whole fight, a televised event with promotional material and everything. But while Robert was training for this fight, something was happening to him. The dark side was taking over, and he was slowly becoming more like Stinkmeaner. So it's the night of the fight, and you can obviously see the difference in him. Man's got the ball spot and everything. Bro became what he wanted to destroy. So they start to fight, and Robert just kicked him in the face. So Stinkmeaner like, oh, I see. You must have took some karate classes or something.
Shut your ass up.
This wasn't even a fight. Robert gave this man the most absolute beatdown of the century. But the thing is that you have to think about, though, this isn't really Robert. All this is just Robert under Stinkmeaner's influence. He ended up becoming what he wanted to destroy. An old, hating ass nigga. So here we ended up having to stop, and he's like, Granddad, this ain't you. Stop, man. And you look at the whole crowd, bro. It's just silent. And then this man Ed like, it's like this entire event was a flop. This is basically like an Austin McBroom Creator Clash fight. A flop. It was only fun when your ass was getting beat, Robert. Alright, everybody, pack it up. Let's count up the pay-per-view sales. So then Robert told Stinkmeaner, if I let you live, will you stop messing with me? And Stinkmeaner like, I mean, sure. All you did was just have to ask. Nah, bro. So you telling me this man could have just stopped all this hate if you just asked him? Nah, that's crazy. So we cut 3 months later. And this man Stinkmeaner outside of his house still harassing him.
Robert, hey, why you don't ever invite you more singles?
That's up, Robert. So Robert comes to the door. He's like, get off my property. And Stinkmeaner say, oh, I'm on the sidewalk. And I'm going to be here for the rest of your life, Robert. See you tomorrow at 7.
Alright, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.